What up, everybody? Welcome to the first episode of Motivated Minds. I am Coach D.
I'm DJ NS.
I'm Coach Q.
Tonight, first episode, we're gonna introduce ourselves. We're gonna give a little quick shout out of who we are, where we from, and a little background into who we are. Go ahead, Coach.
Coach Q, also Quincy Edwards. Born in LA, grew up in Palmdale. Most people know me as an athlete, but I'm so much more, and that's what we're here to talk about.
That's what's up. I'm DJ NS. I DJ. Also part of another podcast called DJ and the Girl podcast with the homegirl Patricia. But now I'm getting it down with Motivated Minds with Coach Damone and Coach Q. These are my brothers, and I appreciate y'all for having me.
Yes, sir. And I am Coach D. Born and raised in Southern California. Coach, mentor, youth activist, military man. A little bit of everything.
I'm also from Southern California as well. So we got a California group right here, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
That Cali connection, huh?
Yeah, when the last time y'all been back to Cali?
Funeral for me.
Oh, sorry to hear that. Okay. Last time I've been was to go visit my bro. Yeah, so you know. But I love Cali though.
Yeah.
That's definitely still home, even though we're in Arizona, you know what I'm saying?
Yes. You know how Cali is, though. It's always home. It's a nice place to visit.
Definitely.
Can't afford to live there.
Nah, way too expensive. That's why we probably all in Arizona right now.
Man,
you know?
that's it.
Not for an extended time.
Exactly.
Yeah. Exactly. Oh, sometimes it's hard to visit. So expensive. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
5 days, I'm broke. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being honest, you know?
That's crazy because you can just go to Vegas, but then Cali, you got to kind of prepare for it because especially if you're going to spend some time out there, especially with the way gas prices is. I mean, you can't just go.
Yeah.
Unless you got it like that.
Yeah.
But I'm a family man. I got kids. They come first, so
understand.
I gotta prepare to go to Cali if I'm going.
Gotcha.
Exactly. When you gotta load up 4 or 5 people, it ain't easy to just get up and go.
Yeah.
The good thing is our experience with that. You know, we had parents that showed us how to prepare for it. All the snacks. You know what I mean? Let's go to the bathroom now because you ain't going until we stop again. You know, things like that. So you know, we kind of learn how to make it work.
Exactly. Yep. Even the theme parks, man. I remember growing up going Magic Mountain with my brother, and he'd take me and my cousins, all of us, and it wasn't like it wasn't an issue far as the money because he did the smart way. He'd take a loaf of bread, some sandwich meat, some cheese. We go have fun at the park. And, you know, eating at the park, we go back to the car, we make our sandwiches, you know what I'm saying? He got drinks in the car, whole ice chest. And I was like, okay, this out. I even looked at that as a kid, like, okay, that's a good way to move, you know what I'm saying? Because that'll stop you from going somewhere just because of how expensive the food is, or you know what I'm saying?
All you need to do is just put something in your stomach.
That's it.
Or maybe not, just put something in your stomach so we can continue on.
Because I done had people hook me up with tickets to go somewhere, and I still be thinking about, well, I still got to pay for the food, you still got to pay for parking, you know what I'm saying? So when you can figure out how to maneuver that, you good, you know what I'm saying? So that's a good thing. We all learned how to make things work, you know what I'm saying? Ball on the budget, like they say, you know what I'm saying? You know?
Ball on the budget.
Yep.
Yes, sir. So everybody know we over here at Motivated Minds, we just true conversation, relaxing group of young men that's motivated to just to push forward. That's it.
Yeah.
We here to give you guys a little bit of inspiration on it's easy to do what we do.
Yeah.
We enjoy it, so we can do it.
We can do it.
Definitely.
So it's all conversation here, and we're just gonna enjoy fellowship.
Definitely.
One thing I want to talk about right off the bat, if y'all don't mind, is fatherhood.
Okay.
I mean, let's go there now.
Okay.
We all got boys.
Yeah.
You know, going into men. Mine's are young, y'all's is a little older. Close to that age where, you know, you kind of got to let go a little bit. They're going to be gone.
Let's dive into the deep end of this. Okay.
But the thing is y'all been there already. Mine's is 6 and 7.
Okay.
So around that time, what's some things y'all can think about? You know how you
6 and 7.
Your boy, yep.
Oh, the funnest years.
6.
The funnest years.
Okay.
Yeah, the funnest years for me because those are funny years, bro. For me, this age now is a challenge because I'm more worried. I didn't have to worry about.
How old is your son now?
He's 15.
Okay.
15 years old. So now you got to worry about the friends they choose. When they're 6 years old, they choosing another 6-year-old. How bad could it, you know what I'm saying? How bad could they influence you know what I'm saying? But 15-year-old is when you're more concerned about, you know. And so I'm trying to teach him far as, because I know what I taught him about far as like, not touching something that ain't yours, you know what I'm saying? We don't steal. And I try to now want to teach him about far as his friends, if they do it, it's time to move them to the side. You get what I'm saying? Because you want to be around people you can trust, that you can bring into your home, that you could take to other places. I hate to take a friend somewhere and he goes steals. You know, I bring somebody over here and he goes steal. I'll be sick. You get what I'm saying? So I want to make sure he know how to choose his friends. So that's why it's a little more of a challenge at this age for me than a younger age. You know, and other things, you know, all the temptations that's out there. You know what I'm saying? Drugs, gangs, girls, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, not saying girls is bad, you know what I'm saying? But depending on the girl, you know what I'm saying? Depending on what they plan to do with each other, it could be a bad situation. We already know the drugs and gangs is bad. Right. We don't want that at all. You feel what I'm saying? So that's the challenge, that is just so much more temptation at this age than the younger age. Like, if you tripping, if you stressing right now, don't even stress, because the stress gonna come later. You feel what I'm saying? Like, the little stuff they doing now is, it's gonna be way more, you know what I'm saying? Not in a bad way, but for me, that's mentally, because I stress out like just him being at the crib by himself at this age. It'll sound crazy, but when he was at the crib by himself at 9 or 10, I was more comfortable. At this age, in this position, you get what I'm saying? I'm more stressed about him being at home alone. Could sound crazy, but that's just what it is, man. A 15-year-old with the house by himself. You feel me?
Yeah.
All day sometimes.
Is that because you were 15 too?
Exactly. Exactly. And I didn't have as much freedom as he got. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you know what you taught him.
Yeah, exactly.
So, would you guys say that, you know, them being at this age now is you kind of see what they actually learned, what they picked up that you've been teaching, or is that an ongoing thing though?
It's an ongoing thing, man. My son's 17, and there's still times where I don't know if he listened, or even if he understood what I said back then.
Yeah.
So still at 17, we still trying to figure it out.
Gotcha.
But at 6, 7, I mean, that's when they saying stuff that you mad, and they just say something off the wall, and you're like, oh, what you just like, they catch you off guard with stuff like that. This is when you start playing sports. This is like, you got that perfect age right now, boy.
Yeah. For real.
And every little things excite them. You buy Twinkies, like. Yeah, you buy 17 or 20, like, oh, all right, thanks, Dad.
You take them to the dollar store. That's a plus. You know what I'm saying? You take them to the dollar store. They cool with that, you know?
Yeah.
For real.
Man,
yeah. But I guess you won't realize it until they get a little older, though. And just like Coach, or what you were saying, like, far as, can you see what you teach them? Sometimes, like for me, for instance, I would think like, dang, is this dude paying attention? Is he not listening? Like, what's going on? And sometimes it takes somebody else to point it out and say, no, that's just like you. So, and I think it's hard for us to realize that, like, because I've been having some issues with my son lately, and then it's been my wife that haven't let me know, like, no, he learned that from, trust me, he's listening. Because I promise, it's crazy we having this discussion, but I've been having this conversation with the wife, like, he's not paying, he's not listening. And she's like, trust me, he is. I was telling y'all about, I was definitely telling Coach about a thing he did for school. His school made him do an assignment talking about the DJ business. I didn't know nothing about it. And me and Lil Neil got into a discussion, and that's when I was explaining to my wife, like, this dude don't listen to nothing. She's like, he listens to everything. I'm like, no. And then she showed me this report he wrote up for school, and she said, it sounded like you wrote this. And I read it. It almost brought tears to my eyes because she was 100% on point.
Yeah.
And he do listen, but sometimes I know it seems like they don't. And little things that, like, he got a podcast as well called Young and Motivated Podcast. Right. And I'm listening to that, and certain things he say and the way he moves, you know what I'm saying? Like, I see how one thing I taught him, like, you want to big up your homies. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody want to be at the same level. Everybody want to do good. If you the only one doing good, you're gonna have to take care of your crew. Put them in position, or let them know how you getting it so they can get it as well. So, and I do notice that on this podcast, because I done seen, I listen to every bit of it. You know what I'm saying? And then I done see how it done almost got to when they discussing, you know, just being their age where they kind of like throw jabs at each other, and he be like, "No, we all gonna get there. We all gonna," you know what I'm saying? And I can see how you do that, and that's me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, he can flip it a little bit and try to just stay positive. You know what I'm saying? So he learning. So yeah, we all start seeing it, and it's just coming to life for me, for seeing my son recognizing the stuff that I teach him. They ain't gonna do everything we teach him.
No.
You know what I'm saying? And not every way we teach him. We're gonna teach him. One thing I noticed with him, I teach him some things, and then he listen, but he try to put his own twists on it. Sometimes that bother me. Like, yo, like, I'm the type, if it's wrong, don't fix it. You get what I'm saying? I mean, if it's right, don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it ain't wrong, don't. You know what I'm saying? So he the type that still try to make it his way. Like, I taught you how to do it, to simplify it. You know what I'm saying? But these kids, they different, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we in a new day.
We in a new day, bro.
We the old heads now.
Man, we for real. Now, this is the challenge to me. Like how you said, we all got young men, sons, but y'all two got daughters. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I would love to have a daughter, just because I miss the connection of maybe like that baby connection. I feel like a daughter, she always have that connection with you, even as she get older.
Yeah.
But like as I got older, I feel like me and my son is kind of, he doing his thing, you know what I'm saying, and I'm doing my thing. But with a daughter, I feel like it's always solid.
I believe.
How are y'all prepared for y'all daughters to get older? Now we preparing for the boys to get older. What about the girls? I can't even talk in that lane because I don't know nothing about it. Let me know how y'all feel about y'all daughters getting older.
I can't think about that right now because she just got here, you know, and I'm enjoying every moment so far. Like, she just started walking.
Okay. Wow.
Probably a couple weeks ago, she took her first steps.
Time is flying. How old is she?
She's 9 months.
Oh, wow. Time is flying.
9
Okay.
months. She'll be 10 months. April 15th.
Wow.
April 15th. She'll be 10 months.
Okay.
And yeah, she's walking and she almost running at this point. She be shuffling. I'm like, oh yeah, trying to do her own thing. But that's one thing I can see is her starting to come into her own and see life through her own eyes.
Okay.
You know, she's been depending on mom. You know, she's depending on dad. Now she's starting to move and go where she wants to go.
Got you.
Right? Or he's like, come here, baby, and she turn and run. I'm like, okay, I can already see what I got to deal with.
Yeah.
You know, she thinks she grown. You know what I mean? But she a baby. She's so cute. She can do no wrong right now.
Yeah.
So I think it's gonna be hard for me trying to discipline her.
Okay.
Because I love her that much. You know what I mean? And at the same time, I'll be honest, when it comes to her, I'm a whole lot softer with her, you know, and kind of like so careful with her than I was with them. You know, with them, I'm like, okay, that's me again. So we're gonna push it to the max. That's why they're so active now. But with her, I'm so gentle with her, and I'm so loving.
Yeah.
I never cried so much, you know, until this last year. I cried about 3 or 4 times, and before that, I probably didn't cry almost at all.
Okay.
You know, so yeah, life's changed for me.
What about for you?
That's the conversation we had too before you had her.
Yeah.
Same conversation.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm gonna still be.
I did.
Do you discipline different with your daughter than you do with your boys?
So my discipline has changed over the years. With my son, when he was first born, I was strict. I was military strict, like super strict when he was his first probably 7, 8 years. Then wife said, "You need to calm down."
Okay.
All right, I'll back up a little bit, give him some room to breathe. So I calmed down on him. But when my daughter was born, she's 10 now. Like that's my heart. Like I try to discipline, but it's hard.
Okay.
It's hard. It's hard to make your daughter cry.
Okay, understand.
Like I've done it before. Discipline, and as soon as she starts crying, like I gotta walk away because it's breaking me in the inside.
Okay.
So it's
That's real. That's real. Cause like even when before she started walking, you know, she be climbing on the furniture, kind of sliding along, and she might fall, and that's okay. She can fall down. She can fall on her butt. But one day she fell on her face, and I was like, "Oh, I gotta go." Oh, you all right? No, it's okay. But not. Mom was like, "Oh, she can fall. It's okay, but not on her face." You know what I mean? I got defensive over that. No.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? She's so beautiful. We don't want her messing up her face. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, I'm different.
I feel
I'm
you.
different. Yeah, it's real.
Man, when I
It's
think
real.
about it, see, but I could talk about it all, but until I'm actually in that position, you know what I'm saying? So I could say, but just thinking about it, I feel like I will be more strict on my daughter, just because, like I said, I ain't got one. So, you know, until you hold one and that's yours, then you can really say it, but I haven't did that, so I can't. But I feel like if I had a daughter, at least me just talking, you know what I'm saying? I feel like I'd be more strict, because you want to protect him.
too, though.
And that was his same thing until he got one. Okay.
All right, let me ask you this. You got a dog at the house, yes?
Okay. Yep.
Female.
Uh-huh.
Are you hard on her?
Not at all. Oh, that's my princess.
But can you imagine?
I ain't gonna lie, that's
a
my
male
princess.
dog, you probably be on
Oh,
him.
my
Like,
God.
Put that. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
very similar in that way.
Okay, understand
I
now.
think
Understand. And you know, kids is a blessing though, for sure.
Sure.
You know, and one thing I feel like, as far as me and my wife, the mistake we made, as far as like, you know, when you have kids, first off, it's never planned. You know what I'm saying? You can plan on not having them though.
Okay.
Like you could say, okay, I'm gonna do this so you can prevent not having them. You know what I'm saying? And then, but like they say, and as I got older, when we had our first child, our son, we straight. You know what I'm saying? All right, it's all, you know. But as you get older, and the main reason is financially, because we felt like we couldn't afford it. You know what I'm saying? That's the main reason we only got one kid. Doing that, and we was young. We had him at 24, 25, and we felt like, okay, we want to try to give him a life that we never had. You know what I'm saying? And we realized, like, our parents did their best, and if we would have had 8 kids, it'll still be the same, because, you know what I'm saying? God put you in a position, He only give you what you can handle, and you're going to make it work regardless.
Make it work.
I'm going to just grind harder. I got another kid, you get what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
but I didn't, at 24, 25, I didn't realize that. I wish I had the mentality I did now. I would have me 3 or 4 kids. I promise y'all that. If I knew what I knew now. You get what I'm saying? But I was so young and not knowing. Having a boy, the first goal, you know what I'm saying? You're like, all right, I'm good. I got me a son. And that was kind of selfish on me, because the wife, actually, she always wanted another baby.
Yeah.
But I always, you know, she came from a different background than me, both parents, you know what I'm saying? So I always use my situation.
Yeah.
And she always, okay, understand, you know, look, I didn't have much. I want to give my kid the world. If I have 1, I know I can do it. 2, I probably, you know what I'm saying? And
Right.
I wish I never did that. I would love multiple kids, bro. And I look at y'all with y'all kids, and I love it. Like, I love when your son come up, Uncle Neil, can I come to your house? Like, he really want to kick it with me. Both of them, you know what I'm saying?
They do.
That make me feel good. And, you know, I'm like, yeah, because I don't have a kid that age no more. Neil, you come to the house, I got to force him to sit down with us. You know what I'm saying? He trying to do his thing.
Yeah.
So I miss, like, little Nillis. If we was right at that younger age, he'd be sitting right here. While we doing this podcast, holding on to my leg, like, he wouldn't go nowhere, do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like, come on, man, come on.
Yeah.
So it's a struggle, bro.
That goes away.
As they get older,
goes
as they get older. Oh my God. But I don't know for sure off experience, but just watching the homies that have daughters, it don't seem like it go away with the daughters though. The daughters is always attached.
Gotcha.
Yeah, mine. She's only 10, but she loves me, man.
Yeah.
And I can feel it every time I come in the room. Anytime I see her, she lights up.
I was gonna say, you see the change up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, hopefully it's lasts forever.
Okay.
But see, again though, my son is 17, so we had him first. So we didn't have my daughter until 7 years later. And it wasn't for lack of trying, it just never happened. And then one day, she's pregnant. I was like, oh, okay, cool. It's a girl. You know, I wasn't sure about it at first. I'm like, okay, well, we can see what it do.
Yeah.
And then soon as she was born, it broke. Like, I'm crying, I'm excited. Didn't want to put her down. Yeah. I'm putting her in the car seat.
Yeah.
I'm putting her in the car. Nobody else.
I got this.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's just a different feel.
At this age she is now, do you feel like she's closer to her mom or closer? Or she's more of a daddy's girl or a mama's girl? At
Daddy's
this age?
girl.
Yeah? Okay.
Oh, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, we just had a conversation yesterday. We sitting on the couch in the other room. My wife calls her. She's upstairs in her room. My wife calls her. No answer. I call her. She come running down.
Okay.
Damn.
So I mean, so just simple little things like that'll make you understand.
Is that a okay? Is that a more of a respecting or both? A daddy's girl or just the respect because she hear the tone in your voice as a man more so than the tone of a voice of her mom as a woman?
For me, I feel like it's the
bond, ain't it?
It's the bond. So
Okay.
oh, that's that. I can hear Dad's voice over whatever I'm doing.
Okay.
Opposed to, well, let me just. I'm doing this. I don't hear everybody
Okay.
else.
And a disappointment.
I can tune anybody else out.
Yeah.
But Dad's voice, I don't tune that out.
Okay. Okay. I got you. Understand.
But that's how we are with our mamas.
That's what I was
Right.
gonna say, because it's a difference.
Every mama need.
Exactly. I can call Neil 100 times. Hey, is she deaf? His mom could be at a low tone and he hears her.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like it sounds crazy. I'm like, yo, Brittany, call Neil. Like I literally do that for real.
Yeah.
And here come me. I call him here. What's up, Dad? Come here. Okay. 5 minutes go, bam. You know what I'm saying? Brittany, Neil. What's up, Mom? Like you coming to her face and ask her what's up, but me, you're screaming from one room to another. For real, bro. So I understand that, but I'm the same way with my mom too. Like the respect is at an all-time high when it comes to your mom. You know what I'm saying? So that's our first lady of our life. You know what I'm saying? So
Exactly.
First
you know,
love.
yep.
First love. Yeah.
So that's, you know, and I don't never get mad at that. You know what I'm saying? I would definitely want him to be more nice to his mom than me, of course. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know, but you do see the difference. You know what I'm saying? And the way they treat their mother and the way he rocked with me as a kid. Feels like, you gonna go with me or your mom? It was me. But now, he's smart. He know he gonna eat better with her. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things is different. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna go with Mom. Pops, you gonna stop at Circle K. Mom, we gonna do something real, you know? So I feel that part, you know what I'm saying?
Man,
I feel the difference in that, you know?
Yep. Wow.
Yeah, and it's like you said, still to this age. My mom called me. I'm moving. I'm on my way.
Yeah.
No matter what it is, I'm on my way.
Yep.
Sometimes I don't know how y'all feel, but sometimes I just feel it. Like I need to call my mom and check on her. And it's always something. You know, something just happened. But it was just a feeling from that bond. Like, man,
Yeah.
I felt the need. So
When last time you seen Moms?
I was over there last weekend.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about you? Last time you seen Mom?
So we stay together now. So, you know,
Okay.
I see her. Most of the time when I see her is early in the morning.
Okay.
Early in the morning, you know, she comes home, do her thing. But usually it's the weekends. It's when we spend the most time together.
Okay. Okay.
Yep.
Been a minute. I haven't seen my mom's in a couple weeks now. I gotta do better though. She lives in Apache Junction. You know, I'm in Maricopa, and
It's a drive.
you know it's a drive. Yeah, we're working everything, so it's hard to get there. And then my mom, she the type that she like her space. It seemed like me and Brittany called her on our way to come here before we called her earlier today just to see how she was doing. she been having some back issues, so she wasn't feeling the best. And it was like, just wanted to pull up. And she said, nah. So, she didn't want us to come over today. And I don't feel no certain way. I just know she like, especially when she's not having a good day, she's the type that she don't want nobody around her. You know what I'm saying? She want to be happy, and with her back problems and stuff. So she been keeping her distance. So I feel like that's why we ain't seen each other as much, you know what I'm saying? But I'm a mama's boy, Love my moms to death. I do got to start doing better, just pull up, even though she, even though she's saying she's okay or she don't feel like having no company, I should still just pull up.
Yeah, I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? I had my, we got an older brother in LA, and he's dealing with some health issues right now, but we always chop it up, and he's the one chopping up with moms all the time, And he had talked to moms, and he, I guess, asked her when the last time she seen me. And my brother, he suffered a stroke, so he can't talk, he can't walk, but he still can communicate through technology, through computers and stuff like that. You know how to type things up, and he make the computer talk for him. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we chop it up.
Yeah.
And but he listens good as hell. You know what I'm saying? So he just wants you to talk sometimes, and mom's is chopping it up with him, and she'll tell him, I ain't seen Neil in however long it was during the time. But he actually confronted me about it, like, you ain't been to mom's? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, And I could see in his face that he was upset. So immediately when I got back, I went to LA to visit him. Immediately I got back, I pulled up on mom. And I even told him, like, yo, I'm gonna go see mom. And I told moms why I went to Sirius. Like, not only did, I said, John was upset that I ain't been to visit you lately. Mom, what you been telling him? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, our mother's important, man. And having a relationship and going to check on them is important, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes I don't do the best as checking on moms, you know what I'm saying? She took so much, all our moms took care of us, you know what I'm saying? And even though they don't really need us, you know what I'm saying? But as young men, as they sons, we got to go back and just take out the trash that day or whatever the case may be that day when we pull up, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I definitely try to take out the trash when I go. The shit I used to do when I lived in her house, when I pull up for that hour or so, I want to at least try to do that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Go take out the trash, what you need, you know what I'm saying? That type of stuff. And, but yeah, man.
Eat a little leftovers.
Yeah, definitely. Oh, definitely. Oh, yeah. She walking the door already letting me know what I can have and what I can't. You know what I'm saying? Yep.
Yes, sir.
Yo.
Yeah, man, our mothers are special, man. And I hope everybody feel the same about their mothers like we do, man, because you only get one, and they mean a lot, And unfortunately, I know a couple brothers that mothers ain't in their life. I got some friends that lost their mothers, and you know what I'm saying. My mom tried to step up and. You know what I'm saying, but she could never feel that. You know what I'm saying? You only got one, You got
one.
And yeah, man. So I try to cherish my mom, man, and try to have a good relationship with her. Chop it up, man. Yeah, I love my mama, bro. I love my mama. I just
love my mama too.
But we talking about moms. We gotta shout them out. You know what I'm saying?
Mother's Day is first.
Yeah, exactly. Man, y'all will not believe. I promise you, man, because I met my father for the first time at 18, and as I got older in high school, I was hearing people talking about Father's Day. I really thought it was a new holiday, bro. Yeah. Like I thought it was something they just like the fellas was felt left out, so they brung it. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. So I remember telling cousins and stuff, yo, Happy Father's Day. I thought it was so new, but as I got older, like, no, you just never had a chance to tell nobody. You know what I'm saying? And still to this day, I don't even think I ever called my pops. When he was living, Happy Father's Day, because he wasn't a father figure. Just keeping it solid. You know what I'm saying? You can only Father's Day somebody that was in your life as that way. You know what I'm saying? I give it to my brothers before anything. You know what I'm saying? And that's probably the first person I was giving it to, because he had a kid before me, and telling him, wishing him Happy Father's Day, and uncles and stuff like that, But yeah, it's our day too. You know what I'm saying?
For real.
And, I like it. I enjoy it. I'm looking forward to some on Father's Day.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, fellas, so I was thinking about something. So, I teach 5th grade, and I always try to ask questions about where their heads are, or what's behind what they do.
Okay.
And one question that I've asked my students already is, what motivates them? What's a person that motivates them, or what's a moment that motivated them, to be where they are today, to kind of push them?
Okay.
Y'all want to go, or you want me to start that off?
I can throw something out there.
Sure.
For me, it's so I grew up. I've always been a guy of knowledge. I love learning. I love knowing what's going on around me. So for me, my motivation was Malcolm X, and Martin Luther King. Because I had to take the best of both, right? So Martin his is nonviolence, his is peaceful. Malcolm X is by any means necessary. So I had to take the best of both worlds. So that's been my motivation, and the way I moved for as long as I can remember is, I'm gonna approach this where I want it to be a peaceful resolution, and we can talk about it and just get it done. But it can go the other way and be, by any means necessary, what I said I need to get done, it's gonna get done. So that's been my whole thing as far as I can remember, is take a little bit of both of my favorite people and use that as just the way I move around life.
Okay.
I like that. How do you feel about preparation, though? Is preparation included in that somewhere? Because it sounds like using that has prepared you to be where you are today. So I'm thinking about preparation as a coach, as a father, as a professional, period. What are your thoughts towards just preparation in general?
You always got to be ready, right? If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. Come on now.
Come on now.
We all know who said that.
Yeah.
If you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready, right?
Yep.
So I'm always prepared. I always believe that, especially telling these kids that, as the coach, as the mentor, I'm gonna prepare you for what's next. In life, in sports, we play chess. We don't play checkers. So I got to be prepared for the next 7 steps, next 8 steps. So preparation is everything. If you're not prepared, then you behind the ball.
Yeah.
Right? So we prepare by staying ready.
I understand that.
I'm with you on that, and I feel like a lot of that's a maturity thing too, because a lot of kids, they don't think about preparing for anything.
Yeah.
They just want to just do it.
I prepare for everything.
They're about the now.
The now. Yeah.
Preparation is everything, bro.
I agree with
You
that.
know.
I agree with that.
And me trying to answer the same question. I hate to be, but I probably look, just everybody will motivate everybody is different, you know what I'm saying? And to be honest, man, what motivate me is me, you know what I'm saying? And what I mean by that is I motivate off of what the past, what I don't have, what I want to have, and that motivate me. You know what I'm saying? Not saying my life I had a beautiful childhood. My mom did everything she can do, but we always want our own and want to do things that elevate in a certain way. You know what I'm saying? So that will motivate me, is to try to think about what I didn't have and try to have it. You know what I'm saying? I motivate myself to push towards having it or trying to reach it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what motivated me to go. You know what I'm saying? I just try to keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? Definitely the family. Definitely I done had some situations with my health that motivated me to make me realize, like, you only get one chance at this. So I'm going to do the best that I can with my one chance. You know what I'm saying? My thing is, I don't want to half-ass nothing. Whatever I try to do, I try to just go all in. You know what I'm saying? I give it my 100%. And so I use that type of stuff. I use the stuff that I've been through, the stuff that I'm going through, the stuff I haven't had, the stuff that I want to motivate me to get to where I want to get to.
Gotcha.
That, you know what I'm saying?
Big time.
That's just how, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And sometimes it's okay to, you know, to use yourself as motivation. Like, it's okay to root yourself on. Not everybody gonna root for you, and that's what I learned. Like, you know what I'm saying? And not everybody gonna bless you. Not everybody gonna, like, unfortunately, I don't feel like I ever had that cushion, you know what I'm saying, without creating it myself. Like, I don't feel like I ever had a handout. Nobody ever, like we say, blessed. Like, I would love to bless people, though, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think I ever actually had that blessing, so it motivated me to try to bless myself, do for myself, help out, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then to be able to help others if I can. That's a motivation, too, you know what I'm saying? Especially like our youth, you know, that's what we all have in common. We love the youth, you know what I'm saying? So that motivated me, too, to be able to at least want to try to do for them as much as I can, you know what I'm saying? So that's a motivation too, you know. The little homies, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, Jay from LA, DJ Lil Neil, No Good Amari.
Let's go.
My boy T Thomas, you know, y'all all motivate me to be me and to be a good example for y'all and to teach y'all how to be young man or, you know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. DJ NS, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's big time.
I appreciate y'all, man, too. Y'all motivate me, too, man, looking the way y'all move, you know what I'm saying, with y'all family, with the kids around y'all, you know what I'm saying? I try to use that as the way I move with kids, you know what I'm saying? Because I can look at how y'all deal with the kids, and it's new for me, you know what I'm saying? Like, as Neil friends get older, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to coach them in life, just how y'all coaching the kids in life. I'm trying to coach them. And I do use the way y'all deal with the kids. I kind of, you know what I'm saying? So I definitely learn from y'all as well, you know what I'm saying? Real talk, you know, and that motivate me the way how y'all give back. That motivate me to want to give back. So, you know, we definitely, it ain't just me motivating me, definitely my friends, but I use like, that's what motivate me though. Like my people that's around me, you know what I'm saying?
Motivated by life, huh?
Motivated by life, bro.
by life.
For real. Like, just how everybody move, you know? Yeah. Looking at y'all little kids make me motivated to go home and make a little kid.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? You know? I'm just saying, you know? Real talk. Nah.
Yeah.
As you know. What about you, though? What motivates you, Q?
I think the foundation for my motivations come from God. We spent a lot of time in church growing up.
Okay.
Every Sunday.
Okay.
Twice a week, sometimes 3 times a week, sometimes even 4, depending on what's going on. So we've always been in church. We've always been involved in church. You know, it's one thing to go to church, but it's another thing to be involved in actually doing something.
Exactly.
You know
Understand
what I mean?
that.
So, you know, we learn service, you know, how to serve one another, for each other. We learn that in church. But for me, it's, you know, my belief in God. My faith has grown so much in God where that faith has went into myself. Now, how I, you know, believed in God growing up, I do the same for myself. I believe in myself in that same manner because I know that I couldn't be where I am or be who I am if it wasn't for, you know, my foundation and, you know, and what God allowed to happen in our lives. You know what I mean? So I use that. My family, like me, my brothers, my families in general, we have a bond so strong that no matter what happens, that love will always be there. Respect will always be there. I mean, it's almost like our children, for example. You know, our children can mess up. Our children can do something that might offend us, but they ain't gonna change the love.
Exactly.
We'll always show them that love, no matter what. You know what I mean? So that's also motivating because I can take that and then go through life giving everybody else the same thing and hopefully impacting them. I would like to impact them, but to be honest with you, I'm just doing my job and keeping it moving. You know, I'm not trying to force nothing on nobody.
Yeah.
It's just give what I have and keep going. You know, wherever it goes, but at least I gave it away.
Gotcha.
And then as I get older, I've learned that the more I give, the more I'm open to receive. If I keep everything for myself, I won't have anything to receive because I already got it. But if I continue to give it away, whether it's just knowledge, it can be money, it can be time, But by doing that, I definitely believe that, we heard a lot. You reap what you sow, Doing things like that, it comes back to you.
Yeah.
So I feel like as long as I'm doing something good, then something good should be coming back to me.
Got it.
And that's kind of one of the lessons I try to teach my boys is, especially when they get in trouble, I say, when you do something good or when you do something bad happens. But when you do something good should happen, right? And that way they understand that, what they did, almost in a way that they earned that.
Okay.
For the most part, I know saying that life happens, things unexpected, things that we had no control over. But that's another thing. We don't worry about the things we can't control.
Got you.
We worry about the things we can control. So,
got you.
to be honest with you, all that is motivating. And then being around people who think the same, who think at a higher level, is also motivating as well. So, all those things, motivate me, inspire. Seeing people want to move forward, it's inspiring. Also, the unknown is inspiring to me because I'm willing to find out.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people who's comfortable where they're at. I'm good. I know what tomorrow's gonna look like, so I'm rather just stay here.
Yeah.
Right.
But I look forward to the challenge because I know growth is made through being uncomfortable.
Gotcha.
Because you haven't been there.
Yeah.
Right. There's no reason to grow.
Yeah.
If you already experienced it, So if all the growth is through experiences and places we haven't been yet.
Gotcha.
And that's what I'm looking to find out.
Exactly.
I remember you mentioned before about traveling. Going to a place you've never been. Just that in itself, that's all new experiences. So yeah, I look forward to that. That's motivating.
Definitely.
Unknown. Yep.
Definitely.
Yep.
Quick question: since we all from Southern California, and we all know a culture of California, especially probably where we are from, is gang culture. You know what I'm saying? Just quick question: have any of y'all ever been involved in any gangs?
Me personally, I've never been involved in gangs.
Okay.
Been around it.
Okay.
I had buddies that were part of it.
Okay.
We grew up in it.
Exactly.
Even as I remember being in kindergarten, maybe first grade, where I felt like, man, I have to choose.
Yeah.
I have to pick a color. You know what I mean? I knew that.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I've never been personally involved. I don't claim no.
Me as well. I never, being from there, you know what I'm saying. That's what I wanted to get at. What about you, Coach?
Never been involved in one, but like you said, we
Plenty of friends and family and stuff.
We've been around it.
Okay.
I got best friends that was in it heavily. We got uncles, we got cousins, we got everybody in our family. We got a lot of family members that's involved with it on both sides.
Okay. Same here.
Both sides of the rag.
Same. And the reason I ask y'all that is because this is a great way, especially for the youth, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're looking at 3 guys that came from the hood that didn't have to involve ourselves in the hood.
Yeah.
So my question is to us is, how did we avoid from getting caught up in that circle?
Oh, I can tell you
like everybody else.
I can tell you how we avoided it.
Okay. Well, let's start with you, Coach.
My mother.
Okay.
Mama.
Man, the strongest woman I've ever met.
Okay.
To live in LA her whole life, growing up, being around the same thing. We talking about the drugs, the violence, the gangs, all that good stuff, and put into us that you ain't gotta be one of them to move in our city. Yeah, you ain't gotta be one of them to get by without getting into trouble.
Exactly.
And that's what she put in us. Our whole lives, we knew that I can be me. Yeah. Without following along. Yeah. So that was the start of the leadership for us too.
Got you.
I ain't gotta follow nobody. Yeah. I can run these streets by myself, and nobody gonna say nothing because I'm me. That's it. Yeah. I ain't trying to be nobody. I ain't trying to follow nobody. I ain't trying to wear your colors. I ain't trying to bang your set. None of that. I'm a young man living in the city. I respect you, you respect me, and we keep moving. Got you. So my mom's was the one that put that in our lives. Is you can be yourself without
Yeah.
joining another group.
Okay.
And
Gotcha.
the only group you in right now is this family.
Yeah.
So
Gotcha.
For real.
Same thing for you. I know
Same
y'all come
thing.
from the same mother, so
Same thing.
same. So
She made sure
he
we
answered
all
the
had-
question for both of y'all.
He did.
Yeah.
He did. We all had it. I mean, if we gonna claim a set, we gonna claim our family. We ride together.
Got you.
Sure.
Got you.
Anything happen, we're all gonna be there, and that's the thing. We know. Other people might not know.
Yeah.
But if anything happen, we all gonna be there. And guess
Gotcha.
what? Behind us, we got a whole lot more.
Yeah.
A whole lot more. So
Got you.
I think it's good knowing that.
and we get to the point where we adults now,
Yeah.
and we in different cities, different states, different towns. And
Yeah.
one phone call and we back home. Everybody.
Yeah.
I'm in Washington State. One phone call, I'm back in Cali.
Got you.
Bro out playing football. One phone call, he back in Cali.
Yeah.
And that's all it took.
I feel you.
Because that's what my mom's created.
Got you. I think the same for me as well. I wouldn't say mom's influenced that, of course, because when y'all get to know my mom, y'all get to know, she like so sweet, and she's how I want to say this, like, she kind of let you show you who you are. She not gonna judge you type of stuff. So say for instance, if it is somebody that came around her that's a gangbanger, that's not gonna be the first thing she noticed. She's gonna try to get to know you. But so what avoided me, not that I was ever pressured or anything, but my older brothers. You know what I'm saying? They didn't gang bang, and I always looked up to them. You know what I'm saying? I always felt my older brothers was the dopest in the neighborhood. Even though the neighborhood probably didn't feel that way, but I felt that way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I felt my brother Tracy was the ladies' man when it came to all the nice women pulling up on Tracy, you know what I'm saying, was the hustler. Same thing with my brother John, you know what I'm saying, just Tracy was more of the player. John was the one ladies man. That's how I learned how to be a good man from John, Tracy was the player. Not that he ain't a good man, you know, but he was more the player.
Yeah.
But I seen him move around the hood, different hoods, you know what I'm saying, Bloods and Crips, and just watching how they was able to move being them, I wanted to move that same way. And I'm seeing other people couldn't move that way because they was affiliated in some way or another. So as a youngster, I always wanted to be able to move around LA. I'm born and raised in South Central, lived from all of them. Where Nipsey hustled, that's where I was born, on 59th, 11th Ave, before Nipsey was born, you know what I'm saying? Grew up on 62nd and Harvard, which is next door, but it's a blood neighborhood. So I was born in the Crip, grew up in the blood. They worst enemies. But I never got involved with neither one. I do love the culture, the LA culture, not the gang part of it, but I love I guess it's gonna sound kind of, what they say, touche, but I love the unity when they do have unity. You get what I'm saying? I love the brotherhood when it is a brotherhood, as far as that part of it. But the violence, the negativity, no, I'm not into it. And I can't say, because that's where I'm from and born and raised, I can't say everything they do is negative. I done seen some gangs give back to the community as far as food drives and helping out the elderly. So that's the difference. But just as far as me not getting involved, I'm gonna have to say my brothers, watching the way they move, they never gang bang. So I never felt I had to. You know what I'm saying? I felt they was cool as shit without it. You know what I'm saying? So I hope my kids and nephews that's growing up can realize, Uncle Neil is cool without gang banging, so we can be. You get what I'm saying? Also the music, man. The music saved me a lot too. Like growing up in LA, you may have situations just coming home from school getting gang banged on and somebody banging on you, and that will frustrate you and mess with you mentally. And so what I say about music is I was able to know I was going down this block. I know they're gonna hit me up. Fuck it, I put my headphones on, singing to the music. Whole time walking down the street, whatever they want to do, I don't even notice it. I'm so lost in the music, I don't pay attention to so music saved me in a way to where, cause even not gang banging, somebody coming at you crazy, you're gonna make you look at them crazy or react in a certain way. So if I could find a way to block it out, and I had to figure out how to go home without noticing this.
Yeah. Yeah.
The headphones. And they ain't just put it on once I see them. I gotta zone out
You're
maybe
already there.
10 minutes before I get there. And I'm so lost in the music, nothing they can do to distract me. So I had to find a way in that way as well. And it's, you know, music is, that's why it's big to me. That's why
Yeah.
I DJ. Music mean a lot to me, man, as far as like, you know, a lot of things. And just probably the same way sports mean to you. That's like your outlet, your way to get away. When you're having a bad day, you can go dribble the ball, go take some shots and kind of, you know, me, I have a bad day, I could put a headphone in. Or I can even freestyle to myself and make me feel better in a way. You get what I'm saying? Like that type of stuff, you know?
Yeah.
So, same thing, you know, the music, the sports save family, you know what I'm saying? More so my brother than my mom. Not saying that she wasn't, but I just think that just her being so sweet, she just tried not to notice it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She didn't want to never look at the kids, because to her, that was kids. You know what I'm saying? She didn't want to look at them in that light, like as them being criminals or,
Right.
you know. But I love LA. You know what I'm saying? I love the culture. I love the food. I love the weather. You know what I'm saying? LA is still a beautiful place.
Yes, sir.
You know, still a great place to live besides being so expensive. You know, but I am happy to have my kid out here to where he don't have to deal with. Our kids can actually wear what they want to wear as far as color wise and not have to, because you know Arizona do have that. They don't get it wrong, don't get it twisted, but you know, fortunately, where we have our kids at, they can kind of move a certain way, and that's the goal, right? To put our kids in a better area than we was. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Where they can move around, don't have to deal with. Because I'm being honest with y'all, I don't know how I can take my son coming home telling me he was banged on. You feel me? That's a challenge. I don't ever want to think about that. You know, I hate to put that in y'all head, like to have y'all even have to think about, like, imagine the kids come home and somebody was sweating them about, especially us being men, the man of our house, we may feel like we need to go check their energy. You know what I'm saying? Because I want my son to come home this same route every day without no BS. So I need to go. So I just pray that, you know, and I'm happy that he's the way he is. I feel like he's don't care about gangs as well. You know what I'm saying? Like he's the same way.
Yeah.
That's not cool to him.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Being a gang member or part of a gang. So, you know, but I just pray that everything stay positive around all our kids. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, even though we good brothers, we ain't no punks. You know what I'm saying? And we don't want nobody touching our kids the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? So we pray that, you know, everything be good so we can be good. You know what I'm saying? And that's the truth, man.
Yeah.
That's the truth. Yo, we at my boy Coach Damone house, and he got the bar cracking. I'm gonna see if I can get him to make us a drink. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Man, we
man.
gotta make one.
Can we get one
Yeah,
cracking
gotta get
real
one,
quick?
One real quick.
Get one cracking real quick.
Hey, but as we doing this though,
Yeah.
let me ask y'all a question.
Okay.
We gonna stay a little serious. What's your legacy you trying to leave?
My legacy I'm trying to leave, man. It's crazy you asked that, Coach. I never thought nothing like that before, man. Man, I just really want, when I go, you know, I just want people to know that definitely it's positive vibe music and production. So I want people to know that I've always been positive, bro. I try not to be negative. I try to, you know, that's a tough one, Coach. Man, I just want people to know that I was fair, I was real, and I was good. You know what I'm saying? That was it, man. I want to be, when you look at me, I want you to be like, yo, this dude is fair. I don't even got to say I'm real. Just like, you just know that, you know what I'm saying? Match my energy. I'm fair with you, be fair with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to cross you, don't cross me. That's just, I don't know, man. I just want to be a good person, a good human being, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's it, man. And I want to treat people good. You know, I don't ever want to be like, I don't ever want to be known for a gangster or none of that. You know what I'm saying? The tough guy, the bully. I'm never that. You know what I'm saying? I just want to be known like, yo, this dude was cool. You know? I don't know, man. I just want to be a good brother, man, good person.
Yeah.
I keep it real. That's a good one, Coach. Next time you ask me that, I'm gonna have a better answer. But you got me with that one. That was a good one right there, man. And that's probably something we all should think about, but
real.
especially as men. But I never really thought about that, man. You know?
Okay. I mean,
Take a sip real quick.
Yes, sir.
yeah, let me recalibrate real quick.
Yeah, that was a hell of a question.
Oh, you've done this
What
more
you
than
got,
once.
Coach?
You've done this more than once. I'm gonna say that.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know.
I can tell.
You know.
Yeah. For me, legacy. I think about my children. I want people to remember me through my children, and that's funny to say because I think about Pops. You know, everything that we receive, you know, people can remember him by us and what we do, our mannerisms, you know, how we react to certain things, or pretty much everything, how we operate. You know, for me, that's a tribute too. You know, and I want to leave that, you know, for my children.
Gotcha.
You know, I'm investing into them, so they can be better than I am.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? So that's what I think about. I don't necessarily care about how, you know, the world see me or view me or remember me. But I definitely care about how my children do.
Gotcha.
You know, especially if I'm not here, hopefully I've done everything that I could to make sure they at least have something, you know, in order for them to be successful in anything that they do.
Gotcha.
So that's what I think about. That's legacy for me.
I think mine is. I think my biggest thing is giving. I've been a giver for so long that I don't know anything else.
Okay.
So I think my biggest legacy is me giving being a giver is creating other givers around me.
Got you.
So my kids, the kids I coach, the parents I work with, the teachers I work with, everybody around me see that it's okay to give and not expect anything back.
Yeah.
And so that's been my whole thing lately is I gotta leave a legacy of giving.
Got you.
People gotta remember me as a giver. My kids gotta remember me as a giver. So that way when they sister, they brother, they cousin, they uncle, they grandma, they mother need something, they gotta be able to just give without a thought.
Got you.
So that's one of that's my whole thing is just give. Give without expecting anything back, and it'll come back around.
Yeah. Definitely.
So that's my legacy is just being a giver, giving to everybody, and eventually, the man upstairs will bless me with whatever I need, which he already has. I got a family, wife, kids, home, bed to sleep in. Can't complain.
Exactly.
Man, you know what you just did?
Man,
You just brought up love.
man.
You just brought up love. I mean, when we think about, I know I keep going back to church, but again, that's my foundation. So a lot of examples that I give, it might be that, or it might be something on the field that I remember, or something a coach might have taught me. But and what you just said, you think about God giving His Son, His only Son, you know, so that we can be good.
Yeah.
You know, so that's love.
Definitely.
Right?
Yes, sir.
That's love. Just thinking about it, I want to know from you guys as far as direction and which way you guys are going. It can be career-wise, personally. Where do you see you guys going professionally?
I'll start it off. It's for me. It's my Mamba's organization. Me and you and Neil and a couple other fellas trying to run this organization to where we can be mentors for the youth and, you know, more like a boys and girls type club, like where we doing a little bit of everything for the youth and something that's gonna fund the next venture. And then also on top of that, I want this podcast to just take off. I mean, I can see it. I can picture it. So those are my two things right now. I mean, I kind of want to get away from the 9 to 5 eventually. So I can do the motivational, the coaching, and bring some people too.
I like that.
So that's pretty much where
I agree with you. I definitely like to see this take off. There's a lot of people that need to hear a lot of things that we have to say. I know a lot of people is going to be inspired. I know a lot of our conversations, has already, sparked, different thoughts. Where people are, what they've experienced, and where they're going.
Yeah.
Me myself, I definitely would like to. I'm in education now, and I want to be an athletic director. So right now, I'm teaching, I'm coaching, I'm dealing with the youth. We got our brotherhood of coaches, family members. I mean, I don't think there's no part of our lives where there's something that anybody can, take something away from what we're doing. So for me, I definitely want to be an athletic director. I definitely would like to run sports for a school one day, because I saw it, growing up, and how influential athletic directors have been on athletes. It's one thing to have there's other people out there too that needs to hear it too. Yeah. So, for me, it's all of that. It's all of that.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? So I'm excited. What about
It's the same as yours as well. Like, would love to be so busy with this to where I have to leave the 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? This is what I love to do, along with DJing, along with music production.
Yeah.
Along with being a father. You know what I'm saying? So that's definitely the ultimate goal out of all of this, and all the work that I put in is to eventually be able to go full time in this podcasting. You know what I'm saying? We got Motivated Minds. We got DJing the Girl.
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? Positive Vibe Music and Production. So I just want to focus on those 3 things, and I feel like I'll be happy,
Yeah.
This is what my thing is doing what we love, and that's what I feel like we all doing, like, as well as you guys being coaches. That's what you guys love to do. That's why y'all do it. You know what I'm saying? I love just being surrounded by all this type of equipment, microphones and speakers and DJ boards. So this is where I want to be. You know what I'm saying? This is what I want to do. And this is the ultimate goal, to go hard at what we doing, so this can be all we do. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
And man, I just gotta let y'all know, man, I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all doing this with me. You know what I'm saying? This is Motivated Mind Podcast with DJ NS, Coach Q, and Coach D.
Hey.
And we just wanted to do this first episode, introduce ourselves, and let y'all know what we're about. And we hope y'all tap in and keep watching our content, support what we do. And we're gonna support y'all as well. Much love to everybody. We're going to close it out. Y'all down with that?
Yes, sir. Motivated Minds.
Motivated Minds in the building.
Minds, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.